So you guys enter the tap room.
You know it.
Damp cloaks hang from pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the north wall. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on the tables bathe the room in dull orange light and cast shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolves' heads mounted on wooden plaques. Oh, Naevin's going to love it here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so at this point, I turn to our dear friend Innsmark, and I said, "We have brought your sister to safety. And now you are about to reward us handsomely."
You're just an honorable man.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Hopefully this will be a safe place for Irina.
Right. And now the reward?
Oh, a
You will have our
reward.
gratitude.
Yeah, right. Here's a copper piece.
Here's a hug.
3 hugs.
He says, "Well, if you require payment, I'm sure we can come to some kind of an arrangement once I'm sure Irina is safe."
Any healing potions?
No.
Do you think the armor that your sister wears would fit me? Might be a bit too thin for it.
I doubt it's going to fit you.
Yeah.
I asked about the price of the most expensive room here.
All right. I am sure that information is in here. Let's see here. Okay.
Yeah, who's in the room with us besides us?
Okay, who's in the room with you? There are... Oh. This is awesome. It even tells me what kind of wine they have. It's awesome. Let's
Good.
see. There is a woman tending bar.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 young boys kind of playing about in the room, being young boys. Let's see. So it's probably evening-ish.
Yeah.
So there are 8 people that just look to be townsfolk, like peasantry, basically. And then there are 2 people who, 2 men who look to be a bit more kind of serious and capable than these peasants. They look like they might be warriors or perhaps hunters. And I actually have a picture of them if I can get it in front of the camera.
It's in that very small window at the bottom.
All right.
That's what they look like. And let's see. There are also a couple guys that look to be nobility. They seem to be well on the way to getting totally trashed. And there is also sitting near, where is it? I'm assuming, oh, I guess not. Sitting at a table by himself, there is a half-elf, but he is very flamboyantly dressed for a Barovian. And
he's a half-elf.
He's a half-elf, yeah.
Besides,
And I bet he's the owner of that caravan circus thing.
Maybe.
I can see the future.
As far as rooms cost an electrum piece per night.
Excuse me? Lex Starwalker.
Yes.
You are not letting Electrum into this world.
Oh yeah. Electrum's pretty big here, actually.
it's an electrum-based economy.
Yeah, it is. And with the room comes food. which consists of a hot beet soup and fresh bread for no additional charge.
I forget what electrums.
It's half a gold.
Okay.
Or 5 silver is equivalent to an electrum. If you would like, in addition to the stew and the bread, if you would like a wolf steak, you can get that for another electrum.
All right. We have brought our charges here. They should at least pay for the first week with steak.
For the first week? What kind of money do you think these guys have?
Well, he was the Burgermeister's son. They have all the money in that town. I don't know. And besides, it's not that much. But anyway.
Well, that's a lot of money. There's
yeah, but if you're a Burgermeister. Okay,
it's not like he gets a paycheck.
He does. It's called taxing the peasants.
Yeah, well. Yeah, you remember those peasants? Did they look like they had a lot of money?
That's a good point. All right. How about our first night? He ponies up, and so we don't have to get our money out, and we have the best the first night.
So let's see. There's 3 of you plus, or no, there's 4 of you.
Well, he's negotiating. I already pay for my own and my servants, and I go get a bat.
Okay, fair enough.
She has no patience.
Right.
Sure. So, okay. So there's 2 of you plus the 2 of them. It's 4. So that's 4 electrum pieces. Yeah.
Well, they can sleep in the stable.
Yeah. I think he can, do that. So yeah. Also, in addition to the steaks, you can get a pint of purple grape mash number 3 wine for 3 copper, or a pint of the much better Red Dragon Crush.
Definitely Red Dragon
for a
Crush.
silver.
It sounds like some kind of, I don't know. More wine coolers.
Yes.
Sounds like an energy drink.
So you get a Red Dragon Crush, John?
Obviously. Oh, yes.
All right. So you taste the wine, and it's not terrible, but it's not great.
Not great.
In fact, it's not as good as the wine that the Vistani had.
And I go, this is nice. Is there anything even better?
He says, I'm sorry that the wine isn't to your liking, sir.
How about ale? You have good ale?
He says, this is the wine that we make ourselves here in Vallaki.
I like it. I like it. I was just wondering about variety.
Well, we normally do have better wine that comes from the Wizards of Wine winery. However, we have not received a shipment from them for some time, and we've run out.
Oh. Would it be important to get those shipments happening again?
Yes, it would be.
Would there be huge rewards?
Let me see.
Oh, 2 electrum pieces.
So the guy you're talking to is well, I guess not. Well, you probably figure it out. You're a pretty perceptive, socially minded person, John.
Yes. Yep.
It seems to be the husband of the woman that's also behind the bar. They seem to run,
and I'm not
run
trying to
together.
Tell him his wine's awful. I'm going, hey, this is good. Imagine something even better. So, and how about ale? Do you have any ale?
He says, alas, no, we only have wine.
Okay.
There's not really.
I love this wine.
There's not really any ale made in the region, unfortunately. You were obviously not a Barovian. No offense. Where do you hail from, friend?
Well, we come from realms so far away that they are forgotten.
Please. Absolutely.
Wow. Oh, that was great. I love that.
End it now. That's the best line.
That was great. Oh my gosh, that was great, John.
Sorry.
He kind of gives you this look like he realizes that somehow he's missing a joke, but he just doesn't get it.
Yeah, because Finn is kicking me. That's the clue.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. How do you come up with this stuff, John? John, you can have inspiration for that.
All right, inspiration.
There you go. You feel so inspired by that joke. Chat room likes it too.
Yeah. I think a bard should get inspiration for jokes.
Yeah, why not? So yeah, he says they're not sure what's going on with the winery. And if you could actually do something about it, he tried to scrape together some kind of reward or something.
Or maybe just give us a place to stay without charging.
If you'd be willing to settle for that, if you can get the wine flowing again, you can definitely stay here for free. You can even have steak.
Wolf steak. I can't wait for the eggplant to see this.
I know, right? Craig is really missing it this week. He's gonna have so much to catch up on.
I know. All right.
He'll come back and say, "While I was gone, I did this, this, and this. This is destroyed." It says oil on it or wine.
And when you come back down, Serenity, I tell you about how they used to get wine from the wine wizard, and it's the flow of the wine has stopped. Seems to be important. I like how we're in Barovia, and instead of worrying about vampires, I'm worried about the wine.
Yeah. Well, this gentleman whose name is Irwin. Tells you, here, I'll put it in chat. It's kind of weird. Tells you, that they, they don't have the good stuff, and the wine that they do have is almost gone. Other than, the stuff that they make here, which isn't very good compared to the Wizard's winery.
Right.
So if you and your friends who seem to be adventuring types, can figure out what happened to their last shipment and see it here, they'd be happy to provide you room and board for as long as you want to stay.
All right, so I tell everybody about that. You guys want to talk to somebody before I talk to the next person?
Then has no real questions.
Up there bathing and going to sleep.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going over to the half elf.
Okay.
I say, "Oh, you're the second half elf I've seen today." And I head nod over to where Finn is.
Yes, I noticed
right behind you.
I noticed your friends. Some outsiders, I presume.
Yes. How about yourself?
I am Rictavio, Bard Extraordinaire. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. And he gives a very elegant bow.
I bow back and I say, do you play an instrument, sir? Or are you...
Alas, no. I believe it or not, I have not a musical bone in my body. However, I tell amazing tales to inspire and amaze and entertain all around. And they're all true.
And are you going to tell one of these true tales tonight?
Oh, of course. I will tell many tales tonight. That is how I earn my keep in this fine inn.
All right. Definitely we will listen and take notes. My cats. They're fighting right under my feet. So, and when will you start telling these tales?
Oh, a little later after dark.
After
Once
dark?
there's more of a crowd here.
Right.
So where do you come from, friend?
You don't want to know. We were taken by the mists.
Ah. Yes, as was I.
Yeah, I think that's a common tale. So have you heard about what happened with the wizard's wine? Why it's stopped flowing?
No, I do know that the folk here at the inn are very concerned about the wine not arriving. They say that they're almost out.
Yeah,
that would be a sad day.
Exactly so. How about other news? You are, as a storyteller, you must be a great listener as well. What other news are the people talking about in this town?
You know, it may shock you to hear, but these Barovians are not a very talkative bunch. It's very hard to get them to open up.
Yeah, I've noticed that. The town of Barovia is even worse.
Oh, really? I haven't been there.
Yeah. And I look around, and are a lot of the peasants and whatnot, are they like the bartender in Barovia, where they seem almost soulless?
A lot of them, yeah.
But not all of them.
Not all of them, but the majority, yeah, seem
I point
empty.
at some of the soulless ones, and I said almost everybody like that is like that in Barovia. It's awful.
Yes, I've noticed an oddness about many of these people. Like they just don't care about anything.
Hmm.
And since you bring that up, John, you've noticed when you were among the Vistani that none of them were like that.
Ah, right.
It just seems to be the Barovians for some reason.
Okay, so you have no news for us. Well, I can't wait to hear your story. I go back to my friend over here.
Okay.
Finish my wolf steak.
It's the best wolf steak you've ever had. Maybe the only wolf steak you've ever had.
Tastes just like horse.
As you're enjoying your meal, Ismark comes and sits at your table. You see that his sister is sitting at a table with Fionn, eating their wolf steak, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he sits down and he says, "So now that we've gotten here, what are your plans?"
Well, we still want to find our way home. We talked, as you know, to the Vistani and have some cryptic clues, but nothing definite. I want to see what's going on here. Everybody's worried about the wine. That might be something to look into. I assume you'll be staying here, yes?
Well, I want to be sure that Irina will be safe here.
Mm-hmm. So
assuming,
you'll stay with her?
Yeah, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Where else would I go?
Oh, I hear tell of some monastery, but far to the west. You could try that if you don't like the look of this place, but I think looks very well defended. The guards that met us at the gate, they weren't all soulless or anything, were they?
Yeah, they were actually.
They were.
Yeah.
Okay. They were more talkative for them.
Yeah. Well, it's their job to get information from you. So.
Right. How about the owner here, Erwin?
Yeah, he seems fairly vacant when he's not directly engaged with someone.
Well, there's a vacancy here at the end.
Well, it seems to me that with the inclusion that these people are concerned about the wine, and with Madame Ava's reading that this vineyard, this Wizard of Wines, seems extremely important.
Yes, because it came up in the cards.
I believe that is directly tied to our fate.
If you believe in that card nonsense.
I do.
All right.
Oh, there's also those tough mercenary hunter guys.
Yeah.
Who wants to talk to those? But Finn, you might get more out of them than I would, being a guardsman yourself.
That depends on whether or not they're the kind of people who entreat with guards or who are being guarded from.
Oh.
Such vicious-looking individuals.
Are they vicious looking?
Weren't they rough-looking?
Yeah, but so are we.
I'm not.
Well, yes,
No.
I know that.
I don't know. We don't look too rough. I drew the party. I've never done this. I don't know why, but I decided to. First drawing
beautiful.
ever. Thanks, friend. Also, I'm now yellow, so thanks, artwork. Yeah. What do those rough-looking individuals? What do they seem to be doing? Murmuring amongst themselves, throwing dice, drinking.
They are drinking heavily.
What do they look like? Woodsmen? Brigands?
Yeah, they look like woodsmen. They're both humans.
Are they pretty vacant?
Yeah, that was my following question. Do they seem live?
Yeah, they seem a little more lively. You notice they're both wearing wolf pelts.
That's cool.
Oh, we gotta get rid of these guys before Naevin wakes up. Otherwise, they're gonna get the short stick of eco-terrorism. Gentlemen, Finn says as he approaches them. Startling them, I'm sure.
Ah!
This place is filled with individuals who seem dead in the head, and you guys seem lively enough. What is the madness that surrounds this place? Why are you here? What do you do?
Oh, we are hunters. We travel this land far and wide, hunting the wolves, the servants of the devil Strahd.
Oh, neat.
I like these guys.
Anything we should know about these wolves on our travels?
Well, it is said that they serve Strahd, that they are his eyes and his ears, that he knows all that they know. We kill them and harvest their meat to feed the people of this fine town.
Oh, that seems...
I saw a lot of wolf heads. I come over too. Is there a bounty on wolf heads?
Not as such, but it is widely known that they serve the devil. So a dead wolf is a good wolf in my book. Hear, hear, the other one says, and they clash their tankards together and drink a bunch of wine.
Me too.
So you two are new in town.
Yes, just got here.
I am Soldar. Soldarovich.
Soldar Soldarovich. Yes, hello, comrade. I'm Soldarovich.
And this is, God, these names. Yevgeny Krushkin.
Yevgeny Krushkin. Yes, comrade. It's a pleasure to be Nosvedanya, Da, and all of that.
I didn't know Finn knew so many languages.
Yeah. Dude, Finn knows five languages.
Yeah.
There, I put their names in chat.
Russian is a missile. Yevgeny Krushkin and Soldar Soldarovich. No Russian.
What about the bats? Aren't the bats also?
Oh yes. About the only animal that's plentiful around here that doesn't seem to serve Strahd or the ravens.
Oh, the ravens do not serve Strahd.
Doesn't seem so. The Vistani believe that they carry lost souls.
Neat.
That's cool.
Hardcore. So,
Yeah,
If
Wait,
you plan to venture about in these lands and you need
we do.
a guide, we can offer our services for merely 5 gold pieces per day.
per day? You're fucking crazy, man. You've
Hey,
got a
it's-
magic map.
It's dangerous out there.
True.
I'm sure you're worth every copper.
Every copper.
I'm not making any offers. You know.
Yeah.
Of course, that's during the day. Only a fool travels these lands by night. Although for 100 gold per day, we'll do it.
Oh,
Oh.
We will?
How about
Yes,
you
we will for 100. Oh, for
live
100.
to see
Yes,
your
yes,
calling.
we will for 100.
no, you won't.
We will. Yes, yes.
100 gold.
100 gold. Yes.
Per day, so if we're only with them at night, then we don't got to pay them.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Where'd happen? They just flee.
Well, this sounds
Pull a rope trick.
really good. Do we want to wait for the storyteller to begin, or do we want to just turn in and head for the Wizard of Wine tomorrow? I mean, Serenity disappeared as soon as we got in. So.
Oh, she'll follow
She
us
gone.
in hell itself. I'm sure, as long as the pathway is clean. Yeah, I believe we should check out this vineyard. Maybe get quite the vintage of blood.
So since you're new in town, you may not know of the madness that has seized the Burgomeister here.
Oh,
Of course.
madness. Does he have a son?
I don't know. But they in this town they have a festival nearly every day. It's crazy.
Oh,
Still every day. That's just called day. A regular affair.
He seems to think by making merry he can keep Strahd and his minions away from the city.
Hey, well, maybe he's right. Laughter is the best medicine after all.
Yes, but let me tell you, day after day, it gets tiresome. And those who even speak a word against this insanity are put in the stocks or worse.
well, that is a party. So I muttered to Finn, remember the card, the dungeon about the troubled young man surrounded by wealth and madness.
Might be within this, wherever rich people may be.
Is there is the festival only a day, or are the streets of the city safe at night within the walls?
Oh, yes. And in the walls, they are fairly safe at night, though most don't venture out. Although walls can't keep the bats out, and
Right.
there are always rats.
The rats too. Yes. Well, okay. So we thank them and listen to the storyteller for a while. Then at least Kismet will go up after
Okay.
a while. If the storyteller tells anything that sounds like, important to what's going on with
Oh yeah, we've
Strahd
got
and
to
everything.
learn the history of our foe
Right.
to slay him.
Yeah, so if there's, but if it's just, obviously, the farmer's cow kicked over a bucket wasn't that exciting. We'll just go to sleep.
Well, he tells very interesting stories. Sometimes you wonder, they're quite fantastic. So sometimes you wonder if how true they might be.
Well, he
But-
said they're all true.
He did. However, the stories are all of faraway places that you don't recognize. They're not places in Barovia, and they're not places, at least not places that you've heard of in the Forgotten Realms. You suspect that this guy may actually be from another world entirely than either of these places.
Right.
Primordia.
Maybe.
Dragonlands.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for the night then.
Yeah, and I think we'll go ahead and wrap up there. It's about time, and we'll next time we'll kind of reconvene in the town, because there's a lot more I think going on here that I'll look into. But as of right now, you guys are interested in checking out the winery?
The winery and the festivals.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. And hopefully Craig will be here.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I didn't have room on my card to fit Craig, sadly.
Well, he's got to be here if he wants to be drawn. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone who watched today. And we will be back next week, same time, 3:30 Pacific to 7:30 Pacific. And we do this every Thursday, going through Curse of Strahd, and we have a lot of fun with it. You can check out my podcast, Game Master's Journey, at starwalkerstudios.com. And again, if you're digging the maps, you can look in the description below the video, and I have a link to where you can get those maps for your game at home if you're going to run Curse of Strahd or any other campaigns that Mike Schley does maps for. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next week.